My influence of a frame builder is probably starting from the perspective of the rider and filling in that with design and some engineering on top of that, which are also things I really love. But is always probably going to come back to the experience of being the cyclist. My name is Barcheck. I'm the founder here at Mosaic Cycles in Boulder, Colorado. I believe that's a Wayne Gretzky quote, but I do like it better when I can imagine that it's coming from Richard Sachs. Why did I start frame building? I had always been an athlete, have a knack for design, a little bit of engineering in there, and frame building seemed to check all those boxes for me. It kind of puts them all together, and it just kind of fits me, fits my personality, fits my lifestyle, fulfills all those kind of passions. Frame building is absolutely aligned with my soul. I would say it is at least 95% of the total soul these days. And the other 5%, who knows? We got an order form, shows us what it is, what it's gonna look like. That should be cool. And that is caliper brake mount. They do exist. So you got down tube, top tube, seat stays, chain stay assembly, head tube, bottom bracket, a couple little bits. The challenge is that every build that comes through Mosaic is unique. It could be the frame geometry, it could be the tube set, it could be the finish work, it could be the component spec. Throw those all up in the air, pick a spec. Each frame is completely different. So we have to account for that going through the fabrication to the finish work process in a way that gets it all right. And so yeah, we have like checklists that really help us do that in an efficient way, in a way that when it pops out of a box and the customer sees it, they're like, hell yeah, that's perfect. Titanium is very springy. It likes to spring back, squish it, and the other both ways, so it's nice and symmetric. It's like almost 2 decades of squishing now. Yeah. Thousands of titanium tubes to get it just ever so right. Channeling my inner Richard Sachs. Super thin piece of 1/4-inch titanium hose. We're going to put it inside the down tube so that you can run your brake hydraulic line through the down tube without it rattling around. And it'll look super sweet because we'll sand it down. It'll be totally hidden under the paint. I think that there is a tradition of frame building, and I do feel like part of my role at Mosaic is to take that tradition and pass it along to the next generation in the same way that it was done for me.
I've never thought I'd be able to learn how to make bikes, and I like to make things, and it's nice and fun to see something from start to the end. My name is Sataya. I help with frame building and then painting department. This is the paint spec sheets that we usually get on however the customer order the bike. It just tells you that it needs a horizontal cut that's going to stay raw, and that's going to be a faded frame. So I usually just calculate the angle and everything on computer, cut out the mass, and then it's putting the mass onto the bike. I do love it, but I think it stresses me out every time I have to do it because it involves math, eyeball, and decision making. It's awesome when you see the customer receive the bike and riding it and how much they appreciate it. So when you know that you deliver the most perfect work you've done that you are capable of, which we try to here, and how the customer really appreciates it, I think it's just fun to see the customer being stoked about what they want and what they envision and what we deliver.
Welding for me is the piece of the frame building process that I can always come back to as my center. It's the thing that I can get lost in. It's the meditation, the calm effect, It is the piece of the process that no matter how good you get at it, there's always another layer, another challenge, another small pulse that can be better, and it's endlessly challenging in that way. What do I love about riding bikes? What is not to love about riding bicycles? It can be an internal battle against the stresses of racing and finding yourself and your limits. It can be an adventure. It can be finding a new place to be, a place to go that you haven't seen before. For me, it can be the design part of it, making the bike.